let's talk about the skill floor of Bioshock 2. So I just did the skill floor, skill ceiling, mechanics, and all these other like game design related videos for Bioshock 1. So it only felt natural to also do Bioshock 2, and eventually I'll do Infinite as well. So the the skill floor for this game, I would say, is very similar to the first game, where you just need to kill enemies to progress, and in some cases it's optional. Like every Big Daddy fight is optional, and all the gathering sessions are optional, for example. So even though you could fight Big Daddies, like in order to beat the game, you really just need to beat like a few bosses and go through certain encounters. So the skill floor is basically the minimum amount of skill required to pass something. So obviously the floor will increase on higher difficulties where you take more damage and resources aren't as common. But for this, like assuming hard mode, I would say the skill floor is not too high. You can get headshots, which increases the potential skill ceiling of the game, but you generally don't need them. In this game, excuse me. In this game, every plasmid is good. There isn't really a plasmid that's bad in Bioshock 2. So in order to be effective, all you really need to do is hit enemies center of mass. So like a perfect example of like a player, like a weapon that's friendly to players with bad aim would be like the SMG, or the machine gun rather. It's like a minigun. You can just use this with Incinerate and get pretty good damage off without getting a single headshot. You can also shoot enemies in the torso with the RPG launcher. The spear gun, the rivet gun is decent, shooting enemies in the body with heavy rivets. Obviously headshots make everything better, but the skill floor for this game is basically just being able to use like your weapons and to use your plasmids. So if you can essentially kind of aim a little bit, you'll do fine. Like the Bioshock games were never known for difficulty per se. They kind of have they have the option for hard mode, but it's never truly extremely difficult or anything. It's not like Dark Souls or like some kind of punishing difficult game. It's always kind of just like a chill, more story-oriented game that like is more focused on the setting, the story, and the overall progression of the plot, and as well as like, you know, item progression and like basic RPG systems. So like right now I'm just like following. It's like mostly, it's more of a spectacle than it is like a hardcore game that's difficult. But I would say, just to like kind of wrap up, the skill floor for this game is basic aiming, shooting enemies in the body with a variety of weapons, using plasmids on enemies, kind of making a build, like really just exploration, finding tonics, equipping them. It's nothing too crazy. It's not like you have to figure out complicated ways to kill enemies. You just shoot them with a gun. Like, it's pretty simple. The skill floor videos usually are quite basic, so they're never going to be pretty insane. Like the basics to do something, like for example, the fundamentals of chess, like to know how to play chess is not too interesting. Like just knowing how the pieces work. So we'll just progress into this little section here. You can ADS, but it doesn't really help as far as I remember. Okay, let's like come in here. I'll shoot something just to like test it. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let's shoot this a few times. Okay, it's ADS. Oh, okay, ADSing actually does matter in this game. Okay, cool. So that, I guess that would be part of the skill floor. Would be, I mean, ADSing kind of helps, but like, let's be real, like there's not too many opportunities where it's very useful. It also, actually, hold on, does this slow you down? Doesn't seem to slow you down in this game. Sometimes ADSing slows you down in games. So for example, if you wanted to get a headshot, you can kind of line it up pretty easily there.
Now most who survive are like this.
Oh, was I not supposed to kill that guy?
They're drug addicts, vicious animals.
Alright. And finally, to wrap up, the last thing in the skill floor would be hacking, because you do need it to get past certain things. So in this case, you just got to get it in the green. So yeah, that's pretty much the skill floor for Bioshock 2. I might replay this game. I wish there was a harder difficulty or a mod to make it more difficult, because I actually do really like this game. but it's too easy in my opinion. So you can get things in the blue and they'll be better, like they'll be stronger, or you'll get extra items, but that's part of the skill ceiling. So I'll cover that in the skill ceiling video for this game. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. Definitely drop a comment if you feel like I missed anything, or if you have anything to say about the skill floor of Bioshock 2 that might be interesting to discuss. And also, you can always like the video and subscribe if you like this type of content. I do like Bioshock a great deal and make videos on it from time to time. I am going to be covering System Shock Remake as soon as it ships, so I'm waiting for that. I already have it pre-ordered. So you can kind of see here, like, the effective range of the rivet gun is really, I would say, close to medium. You can use it at long, but that's where the spear gun shines. So, like, in that encounter, I just kind of went for headshots, but yeah, thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you in another video.